This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Right now, when you see all the Tua videos going on and working out, I just find it funny how everybody puts out workout videos. I see it all the time with all kinds of players. And somehow or another, this is the only guy that a workout video becomes a negative thing. I don't know if you see it on Twitter too, but it's kind of odd how this young man has a I don't know, it's like a negative train that follows him at times. Why?
It's kind of hard to explain. You know, I think a lot of people get annoyed by hype, and a lot of people get frustrated by hype. And Tua had a ton of it coming into his NFL career. Obviously,
not created by him at all. He was not. At no point was he Johnny Manziel, who created his own hype. You know what I'm saying?
Not really. I'm not blaming him at all. I'm just that it is what it is.
While you're saying it, I just want to highlight it that what you're saying that like he didn't hype. The hype. Well, he didn't do it. Unlike Manziel, who in his workout for the NFL wore pads, cranked up some music, wore a helmet, all that. You know what I'm saying? It's like he did it on his own. You know what I mean? This kid has been quiet, unassuming into himself. It's everybody else that's either hyped or hated. One of the two.
Like I said, it's not always fair. It doesn't always make sense, but I'm trying to make sense of it. And, obviously his numbers, his productivity has not matched the other guys in that draft class. Specifically, obviously, Herbert and Burrow. So I don't know. People just kind of love to pile on. People love something to hate, if that makes sense. Especially after, Burrow comes out and, someone's asking him, like, how did you return from your ACL? How'd you put the work in? And he comes out and says, don't just do your workout. You don't have to put everything on Instagram. Don't post it on social. So, but it is what it is, man. Like, let these guys build their brand. Who cares if it's on social media or not? I think it would maybe go a little further if he practices or shows some wet ball drills or shows himself practicing in some cold weather. Go up to go way north, go up in Canada. You know what I mean? Like go to Nova Scotia or something and start throwing footballs. That's what I want to see.
Why does he go practice on that iceberg that's about to slip off? That's bigger than the size of Florida into the ocean. That'll be good right there too.
Either way, that's something that he said that he needs to work on this season. He said that he's going to have to find cold weather situations to simulate things like the games like that Tennessee matchup in week 17. These 18 weeks are still screwing with me, man. 2 months later, but I think those are really the videos that maybe people will want to see. But even then, like, there's no amount of workout video that's gonna have people unanimously praising you. You know what I mean? Like, not when you turn in a season like you turned in last year, which was, efficient, albeit unspectacular. You know what I mean? Like, it's especially when that's what's fresh in people's minds. The only thing that's going to start turning the narrative is playing better on the field. It's playing better in the real game. Nobody cares what you're doing in a workout video. I'm not hating. I'm not saying, like, don't post them. Like, we don't want to see it. But that's just the facts. It's like nobody is really – there's no amount of working out. Like, what do you want him to do? Like, if somebody shows him throwing the ball 75 yards, there's always going to be people in there that say, do it with the live pass rush. Okay, now let's see you actually hit a target from that distance. So they're always going to want something more. The only thing that's going to shut people up is balling out on Sunday.
Oh, no, there's no doubt about it. But just to me, I don't see the reaction from other workout videos like he gets. That's the only thing. It's different because workout videos are posted all the time with all kinds of players doing all kinds of either workouts or trick shots or funky moves or hopping, like those dudes that hop like 6 feet on top of boxes, which, like, dude, are you half kangaroo or what? Like, those people are spread like the dude that, like, they jump out of pools and stuff. I mean, they're always posting all kinds of videos. It's just I never see out of all those kind of videos, I never see the negative reaction that this kid gets, and it's very Tebow like. It's interesting how it's very polarizing. Like we've had all kinds of polarizations, whether it's Cap, whether it's Tebow, whether it's now Tua. You know, different people are different types of polarizing, you know what I mean? And he is one of those. And it could be a good thing
Yeah,
or a bad thing or you know, or a twisted thing like Antonio Brown can be at times, you know, but it's just one of those things, man. He is one of those polarizing figures in sports. It's crazy.
yeah. Again, it's nothing that he brings on himself off the
Right.
field, at least. Like he's pretty unassuming off the field. It's just that on-field product. That's what's making him polarizing. Like we got to call it what it is. Like this is, as you know, a good friend of mine said, you know, he's shown flashes of competence, not necessarily flashes of brilliance throughout his career. And, you know, that's why, you know, speaking of, we were obviously talking about Josh Allen earlier, and people keep asking me, what was the difference? Like, what was the difference between second year Josh and second year Tua? Josh had flashes of brilliance in that second year. It was not very good from a statistical standpoint, but as somebody who watched the Bills play 17 games that season and watched Josh Allen play 17 games, there were moments throughout that season where you said, "Oh, like, oh, damn, okay, no,
Right.
this guy might be able. This guy can play. This guy can play.
Right.
If he puts his fourth quarters, he was clutch. If he puts that together over the course of 4 quarters, over the course of an entire game, then I thought he was going to be special, and that's what we saw in doing 2020 with Tua. We haven't seen that same number of bang bang plays. Like he's got he gets the occasional tight window throw, and sometimes you see it and you're like, wow, that was a great placement. But there's just that it factor, I think, is what we're still waiting to see from him. And maybe we do this year, now that he's in supposedly a fully supportive environment and he's got a team that is 100% committing to him, not waffling on whether or not who closes the game, Tua or Fitz, and not telling him, you know, hey, we're thinking about trading for Deshaun Watson, but go ahead and play free anyways. You know what I mean? Like it's a situation where it's finally like, we want you. You are the guy this year. Go lead us and go do something. Go lead us to something. Go figure it. Go. We're gonna go as far as you take us. And maybe that's when we see the light bulb turn on for Tua. But so far,
So let me ask
you
you
don't know
this.
why people are hating on him. It's because he's been just okay in the NFL. He's been okay.